Hey guys, this is Unipsif Fancy here, and today I'm going to be doing my early 2021 NASCAR playoff predictions. I know it's still the off season, but I decided to do this just so that way I can do something during the off season. And I thought this is usually the month where I do my predictions for this NASCAR season. I mean, later this month I'll be doing my race predictions where I predict the winners. So yeah, and that'll be coming later this month. So stay tuned for that. But this one will be about my playoff predictions. I mean, I know I didn't do one last year, but the reason for that is just because I've been busy with other stuff. But this year, I'm now back to doing my playoff predictions. So yeah, so anyways, let's start. So starting with the round of 16, here are the drivers that I think will make the playoffs, which are Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola, William Byron, Matt Benedetto, Christopher Bell, and Tyler Reddick. So yeah, for like a couple drivers that I don't have in here, and those drivers are like Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones, Cole Custer. I'm trying to think who else. I'm trying to remember, and like also like Ross Chastain, and other cars and along with Austin Dillon. The reason why I don't think those guys are going to make the playoffs is just that I don't think they're going to make it in. I mean, I know Chase Briscoe will be a rookie this year, and he'll be in SHR equipment, which he was in the Xfinity Series. But I don't really think he's going to make it in. I think he might be close, but I don't think he's going to make it. Ross Chastain, in Chip Ganassi, I think he'll get close too, but I don't think it's going to happen from either. Eric Jones, on the other hand, I think he'll be okay this year, but I don't think it won't be enough to get in. And Cole Custer, I know he won last year, but that wasn't a dramatic finish. But I have a feeling Custer will be good in the regular season, but I just don't think he's going to make it to the playoffs. And so, yeah, and Austin Dillon, I mean, he did really well in the playoffs, but I just don't think he's gonna make it in. I mean, maybe he could win another race, but we'll just find out. Yeah, and also if you want to know why I have Kevin Harvick pretty low here, it's just that like if you're a Kevin Harvick fan, don't be mad at me, but I have a feeling that Harvick isn't gonna have that good of a season. I mean, as you guys know, I'm a Harvick hater, and Harvick is my second most hated driver, just because I don't because he's done some stuff in the past I do not appreciate, and he's just I just don't like how he drives sometimes. I mean, plus he won too much in 2018 when I was still a young NASCAR fan. But I'm feeling this year Harvick will go winless. I mean, I could possibly be wrong about it because he's in Stewart Haas equipment, but we'll just see. And also, you can see here I have DiBenedetto making the playoffs, just because I think this year will finally be the year that DiBenedetto will get that first career win, and I think Bell and Reddick will get their first wins too. So yeah, but you'll find out what races they'll win this year when my race win predictions will come out. But anyways, let's move on to the round of 12. For the round of 12, I think Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Almirola will all advance into the next round. So this means I think William Byron, Matt Benedetto, Tyler Reddick, and Christopher Bell will all be eliminated. I mean, for Reddick and Bell, I don't really think they'll advance. I mean, I know Bell's in JGR equipment, and he could really possibly advance because there's some good tracks in there that Bell is good at. But I just don't think he's gonna advance. Same with Reddick. I just think he'll maybe get close to advancing, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Byron, I mean, he could advance last year if it wasn't for a crash at Bristol that took him out of the race. But I just don't really think he's gonna advance. But maybe he could prove me wrong. And for Benedetto, he didn't run well in the first round of the playoffs, so I don't think he's gonna advance either. But also, you can see here, I almost forgot to mention Kyle Larson here. I still think Larson's going to make it into the playoffs. I think he'll be great in the regular season. And, I mean, last year I thought he would win a couple races, but unfortunately, after what he did, saying the bad word, and got suspended for the rest of the season, But this year he'll be back in Hendrick Motorsports. So I have a feeling Larson will be good. But yeah, so those are my round of 12 predictions. But anyways, let's move on to the round of 8. For the round of 8, I think Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, and Alex Bowman will all advance to the next round. So this means I'm eliminating Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola. Wait, who was the last one? Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, and the last one will be that will be eliminated will be Kyle Larson. So Kurt, Harvick, Almirola, and Larson will be out of the round of 12. I mean, the reason why I think Larson's will be out is just because Talladaga's in there, which he's not that good at. I mean, he's crashed there before. I mean, 2019 he crashed out of both of them, and one of them was a flip. I mean, he's good at Las Vegas and the Roval, but I don't really think he could advance. I mean, maybe he could prove me wrong, but I have a feeling Larson will be out. But I mean, I'm a fan of Larson. He's one of my favorite drivers, but I don't think he'll advance. For Kurt Busch, I mean, I know he won at Las Vegas last fall, but I don't really think he'll do good in the round of 12. I mean, if he didn't win Las Vegas, he probably would have been out of the round of 12 last season. But I mean, I don't think Kurt will advance to the round of 8 this year. I mean, maybe he could prove me wrong. I mean, this will be his last year on his deal with Ganassi, and some people think he could retire, but I have a feeling that could happen. But we'll just see. For Almirola, I mean, he was really consistent last summer. I mean, had a top 10 streak. But, I mean, last year he was eliminated after possibly he could have won Talladega if it wasn't for a crash that took him out. I mean, if he would have won that, he would probably been on to the round of 8, but he was eliminated in the round of 12 after had to be in a must-win situation. But I don't think Almirola will win this. Will advance this year. I mean, maybe if he be's great this year, maybe I could predict him to win his first win for him to get another win in 2022. But we'll see. And finally, Harvick. I mean, as I already said, I have a feeling Harvick will not have a good year. I mean, maybe it could be similar to what happened to Kyle Busch last year when Kyle Busch wasn't that well. But I have a feeling this year Kyle Busch will be much better, and he'll be better and win more races. But for Harvick, I mean, I have a feeling he'll go winless this year. I mean, he'll probably prove me wrong because he might win a race because him being in SHR equipment. But we'll just find out. As for these two, Ryan Blaney, I mean, I have a feeling Blaney this year will have a much better season, and I have a feeling he'll win probably more races than he's done in the past 4 seasons that he's been with Penske and the Wood Brothers. I mean, he won a race with the Wood Brothers, and he's won 3 races with Penske. But I have a feeling this year Blaney will win more races. And for Alex Bowman, I have a feeling he'll be much better this year, and I have a feeling he can win more races. I mean, Bowman's moving over to the 48s, and I'm feeling he'll return the 48 to victory lane for the first time since 2017 with Jimmy Johnson. So, yeah. But anyways, let's move on to my Final 4 predictions. For the Final 4, I have Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, and Mark Truex Jr. fighting for the championship in Phoenix. So this means Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, and Alex Bowman will not advance to the Final 4. For Denny Hamlin, I mean, I know he's advanced to the Final 4 for the last 2 seasons, but I don't really think it's going to happen this year. I mean, last year I predicted Hamlin to win the championship, and he was close at some times, but unfortunately didn't get the job done. But sorry to all Hamlin fans. I mean, I know my friend Preston is a Hamlin fan, but still, Hamlin fans, if you're watching my channel, please don't be mad at me, but this is just my predictions here. I mean, for Brad Keselowski too, I don't really think he'll do. I mean, I have a feeling he'll make it to the round of 8, but unfortunately he'll be out. For Ryan Blaney and Bowman, I don't think they'll make it. I don't think they'll have enough points to advance. But maybe they might shock me, but we'll just see. I mean, maybe in the future they could be championship contenders, but we'll just see. So, yeah, and I have a feeling Truex and Kyle Busch will both return to the championship 4 after not making it last year. I mean, Kyle Busch was eliminated in the round of 12, and Truex was eliminated in the round of 8 after a spoiler penalty at Texas when where I think he lost about 10 points and lost his crew chief and came runner up in that race, and unfortunately having a loose wheel at Martinsville, which took him out of contention with about I think 40 to go in that race. But yeah, and I'm feeling Chase Elliott, the defending champion, will advance to the Final Four for the second year in a row, and I'm feeling Joey Logano will make it too. But anyways, now I will show you my championship prediction. My championship prediction for 2021 will be Joey Logano, and I think he'll get his second career championship. I mean, I know Logano has some hate, but for Logano haters on my channel, please don't hate me because of this, but I'm feeling Logano will get his second career championship. I mean, the last few seasons he's been good, especially 2015 where he won about 6 races. And I mean, I just have a feeling Logano will be good this year. I think he'll win more than 2 races. But I mean, you'll find out in my race winner predictions for all the races this year, but you'll just find out what they'll be. And you'll find out for the rest too. So yeah. So I mean, Logano will be my my championship prediction for this year, and I have a feeling he'll get his second career championship. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this video of my predictions for the NASCAR playoffs this year. I mean, in September I will do my playoff predictions for the real playoffs if I'm wrong. But we'll just see what happens when we get to September. So yeah, and stay tuned for the winner predictions to come later this month. So yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.